What's up, guys? This is Kephas. So there is a quest here that we're going to get. Yeah, this one right here is to learn Divine Shield. So this is an example of like when I compare this to Classic. Like, so you have this little quest that you're going to go do where you learn a new ability. I think that's kind of neat. I actually did this as a hunter, and there's a point where you start off actually not having a pet. You don't start off with a pet, and you tame one. You tame it really quickly early on. And actually that one kind of stood out more to me because what I'm getting at is like the way the quest where you learn class abilities here, it's a little bit, I guess it's like a little bit of a callback to how things used to be done in Classic, and it's a good example of how I feel about like this new experience compared to the old one, and especially because like I've played Classic. Now the hunter one stood out to me even more because like at level 3 or 4, some point in time through this progression, you will get a quest to tame a pet that's like right there. You tame something nearby and you're good to go. It's kind of neat, it's kind of cool to get to do that. But compared to the quest in Classic where you tame a pet, so you level up the first 10 levels as a hunter in Classic or an old school WoW, and then you learn. You talk to a quest trainer, and he's like, "Hey, you need to learn how to tame a pet." So you go and you do these series of quests where you tame different pets, and that really stood out to me because it was a much better comparison than anything, because I don't really know of anything crazy that paladins unlock through quests, really. Maybe there is, I just don't remember. It doesn't stand out to me as much as like the hunter taming pet quests. And so like I feel like Classic executes that a lot better. It's a lot more of an experience, like there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more involved. And it also means a lot more because, as a hunter, it's a bit of a struggle without a pet. Like, for better or for worse, it's a bit of a struggle. And then when you finally unlock that pet, suddenly things just feel so much better. And you're like, oh my god, this pet is invaluable. Along with everything, that, like all the mechanics and the stuff that comes with taking care of a pet, which some people like and some people don't like. But that's a good example to me of where the old game still holds a lot of value. There's a lot of depth involved in the older, game. Much like, the difference between starting, which, to be fair, in WoW, you can choose to do the original starting experience if you're not a new, if you're a new player, you have to do Exile's Reach, unfortunately. That is unfortunate, but after that you can go back and start in. If you're a human, you can start in Elwyn Forest. I could have started in Dun Moreau with this dwarf here if I wanted to. So to their credit, you can do that. But as a new player, just like with a more simplified questing, experience, that's to me not as memorable. You also don't have that feeling of depth of like starting off in your own place, and there are other people starting off in their own place and that kind of stuff. In fact, as an Alliance character, you'll end up in Stormwind no matter what race you are. So like the other races' capital cities don't even matter, so like that, it's like I said, like there's some value to be had in the old experience, in my opinion. And that's I can't help but like point that out. Like I said, if you're someone who's been playing for a long time, that might not mean anything to you. But being like, objectively speaking, if I was a new player now versus a new player then, I don't think I would have as much it wouldn't be as memorable an experience starting out in WoW now as it was then. I can't say for sure because I can't ever do that. WoW's not a new experience for me. Other people who do it, maybe it will be memorable, but you still wouldn't be able to say like I had a completely different experience from other players. You'll have the same experience. In fact, you'll have the same experience pretty much as a Horde character because it's pretty much the same. You do the exact same thing. You go through the same thing. You do all these same quests, just with different characters. And so that's, that, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if that matters as much to people now. I really don't know. And that's why I have mixed feelings about Exile's Reach. And, you know, but I can say, like, beyond that, and we'll get into, like, leveling and where we're going to go and stuff like that, but the leveling experience beyond Exile's Reach in terms of, like, picking where you want to go, which I think you have to, which we're not going to do that. We're not going to do we're going to play like we're new players, but we're not going to go to BFA. I am going to break the rule there. We're not, because I think if you're a brand new player, you have to go to BFA. I don't want to do that. So, and that didn't get voted in anyways, which we'll get to that. But being able to like pick where you want to go, is really nice. Especially like for me, I like doing classic vanilla, or I guess Cataclysm content as the game calls it, going to like, I think, what was it? I was a Horde character, and I had leveled through Tearsfall Glades. And normally, after leveling up in Tearsfall Glades, you basically have to go to Silverpine Forest next. That's the next place to go. But with the way leveling is now, depending on how high of a level you are after Tearsfall Glades, I actually had the option to go right into Western Plaguelands, which is something that before you had to wait till you were much higher level to go back and go to Western Plaguelands. So it felt nice to kind of have a choice, not just like a branching questline path, but like a complete, you know, different zone that I could go to, a decision that I didn't have prior. And that's something that the scaled leveling provides. It's very nice to kind of have that choice now. That there are choices that you have now that you didn't have before, and I think that's pretty cool. Let's see what we're talking to here. Let's see, yeah. Yeah, teach me that, and then you give me a quest. Okay, so now you're gonna show me how it works. So I need to put Divine Shield on my bar. I have the spot where that always goes, right there. What's this? Oh, Stone Form. We're gonna put that right there. Okay, using console port, so I have my setup. There we go. Boom. We can get right through there. Yeah, kind of a little quest to teach you how that ability works, which is fine. And then we have Divine Shield. So, you know, whatever. It's pretty basic. And you don't get any other, like, through the entire experience, you don't get any other quests to teach you abilities. So that's a one-time thing that it does. So, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. But, like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, there's something nice about, like, just being able to fly through the game, I guess, and just, like, as someone who's played this game a lot, to, like, it's certainly convenient for making guides to be able to, like, just level up very quickly, so I can get to that point and make guides quickly, you know, for other things like that. But, you know, as a new player or as a new experience, it's, you know, like, I'll play Classic sometimes, and it's slow, and it's like, okay, you know, like, man, this is really slow, not gonna lie. But then there will be times where I'll play Retail, and I'll be like, okay, this is really fast, but I'm not engaged, you know what I mean? So, like, and then there will be other times, like, if I'm in the mood to play Classic and level up, I'm really in the mood, and I'm really feeling it, and I'm having a lot of fun. So, like, it just depends, I guess, on what you're in the mood for and what you value as a player. It's very weird, you know, just trying not to be too opinionated, but also being true to, like, how you feel about stuff. So, yeah, I think it's going to be interesting, to see where the game goes with Shadowlands and where they take things and how things are executed and stuff like that. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm more optimistic now than I was, and I feel pretty good about that. Like, at first I was like, I don't know, man. Shadowlands might be more BFA, and then BFA was pretty mediocre. I mean, it was 2 years of complete mediocrity. There was a couple moments where I enjoyed, like, the Mechagon stuff and, you know, Nazjatar. Like, there were brief moments where I did have some fun. And the bee stuff, like doing the bee, like unlocking the bee was pretty cool. Like, I did enjoy that quite a bit. But, you know, overall, it's just kind of like, all right, you know, it's whatever. But I'm feeling like Shadowlands might be better. I really do. I really hope so. I mean, I really want, you know, I want to have fun. I want to be into it. You know, I really want to be into it. So, like, I'm hopeful, and I certainly I'm rooting for the game. I don't want to see it, you know, fail, but we'll see. And when, you know, as I play it, I'm going to give you my first impressions, honest opinions, and that kind of stuff, and we'll see how it goes. And I say that a lot. I've said that several times now. I want to reiterate. I would love to hear your guys' opinions as well. You don't have to agree with me. as long as we're civil, if we disagree, I would love to hear what you guys think as well. Because sometimes, you know, there have been times where I'll have an opinion, and somebody will give me a perspective that I didn't think about, and I'm like, yeah, okay, from that perspective, I see where you're coming from, and it, you know, it certainly makes me appreciate something that maybe I didn't appreciate or see before. So, you know, it's fun to talk about it, and hopefully, you know, no matter what, we can all, you know, enjoy the game. If we do, if not, there's plenty of great games to play. So, that is for sure. All right, so we're here. Last time I tried to do this in the PTR, it was bugged, so I had to like leave and come back. And now we're good to go. So it looks like it's fine now. All right. So it's kind of fun to play as a not using any of my macros yet, because we're just kind of like, we have a little like a mixture of abilities here that we're using. So it's kind of cool, but it's kind of fun to play as a prot and not feel too slow. But we'll see what happens. I imagine Rhett would be much faster, so we might just go with that. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys being, you know, involving your, like, getting involved in voting and just like helping me decide like what class to play, what zones to go to, that kind of stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So like, I definitely like doing this series. It's certainly a lot of fun to level up. It's one of the things I enjoy about this game the most, oddly, is leveling up characters. Whoop, whoop. Hi guys. Leveling up characters for some reason is something I've always enjoyed doing, and it certainly, like, that and making gold. Like, if nothing else on this server, I'll use this as another server to make gold on, more markets to look into, that kind of stuff. So that'll be kind of cool as well. So hopefully there will be good opportunities in Shadowlands to make gold, because I feel like I had a lot of, like, there were some moments where I made some easy gold in BFA, but it was really hard because in BFA, like in Legion, you had the mission table, which was insane gold making. Like, I mean, it was crazy how much money you could make in Legion with gold. But in BFA, that wasn't there. The mission table didn't provide as much income. So you had to find other ways, and it was a lot more of the old school, like, farming mats and, you know, like, doing world quests, that kind of stuff to make a little bit of gold. And so, like, I think for the entirety of Warlords and Legion, basically since the WoW token came out, I hadn't paid for my subscription or my expansion. And then but by the time Shadowlands came out, like, released, I've been paying for my sub ever since. So, like, I haven't really made the gold. Like, I don't have the devotion to make the gold to keep up with my WoW tokens like I used to. So, especially since, like, I mean, man, BFA spoiled, or not BFA, but Legion spoiled me for sure with that. Like, it was pretty crazy how much money you could make back then. So I'm hoping that in Shadowlands there will be some new ways to make money. I never did get my Brutosaur mount. I just didn't have the patience or the devotion. Like I say, there's so many good games to play, and it's just so hard to devote to just one, especially when it's like something like making gold. Like, I couldn't bring myself to do it. So let's see, return to the Alliance camp. Okay. And then, of course, there was Classic as well, and I was playing that a lot. So, still enjoy Classic quite a bit. So, yeah, it's crazy. Man, I'm hoping for Burning Crusade. I would totally be down with some Burning Crusade, like, if they release that as well. Man, that'd be so cool. And that and Wrath, oh my gosh, be all over that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited, man. I'm certainly excited for where WoW's going, for sure. I mean, I think it's, like I said, I compare this a lot to Classic, but I do think that there's a lot, you know, that WoW, I can accept that, like, WoW retail is a different game. You know what I mean? It's a different game. It's for, you know, a modern audience, that kind of stuff, and maybe they, you know, and so, like, what I can say is, like, whether I like the way, like, the flow or whatever, I don't know, but, like, I can say that I do feel like it's well designed. Like, it's certainly, like, it's well made. Like, it's polished. It's certainly, you know, has all that goodness. So I can't complain about that. Let's see. I have some abilities here that we're gonna need to equip. We need to fly. We're gonna need that. We're about to fight a rare. Ooh, consecration. We have that as well. Let's go ahead and equip that there. Okay. Hopefully I can remember these keybinds, because they're not what I usually do. Okay. So we're gonna fight this thing back here. Some legendary or epic or something, I think. Yeah, there he is. Big old dude. Alright, let's do this. Stun. I said stun. There you go. Or wait. There we go. Sheesh. There we go, stunned him. I like that the game still has that thing where if you stun something, it like turns to a certain direction because of like I forget what causes that, but there's something like about the programming of the game where like if you stun something, it always looks in a certain direction. I may have to use my my holy power on Word of Glory, so yeah, you can't use Shield of the Righteous as much. Hang on, I need to heal. Man, the heals are powerful, though. Oh, crap. I should probably get out of the way of that, shouldn't I? Maybe if I pay attention to what's happening. Okay, we're going to use Word of Glory. Ah, that's a heal. That's a heal right there. Dang. I will say this. I'm glad that you guys picked Paladin because it's by far, like, my favorite class to play right now. It's very, very straightforward, very easy. It's certainly, as always, an easy class to macro. Whoops. I didn't get out of the way again. I don't think it matters, though. This doesn't look like it's going to be too difficult. Yeah, look at that. No sweat. Killed a bear. Okay, let's go turn that in. Alright, there we go. But yeah, paladins are certainly a lot of fun. So, like, I've always liked playing paladins, but there's a lot of fun classes to play right now. I mean, like, one thing I can say this for sure. Look how fast I'm moving. It's really funny. I feel like they've done a lot of good work with a lot of the classes, and certainly like leveling up a class feels a lot more fun now. It feels more rewarding as you level up. You get things quicker, especially if you level up with PvP on. Even though you'll level faster, which we will do that, but on top of that, you get PvP abilities, and I think that adds a lot to the experience overall. So. Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I think there's a lot of good here. I think they've done a lot of good work with the game. I think like, you know, I'm glad that they've picked a direct, like, even if I don't like everything about their decisions, I can say that I'm glad that they're picking a direction with their game, how they want their game to be experienced, and they're going forward with that. We'll see how it works for them. You know, it may work out. They might, you know, it may not be as, you know, open worldy. It may not be as much player choice. There is a little bit. They may hold your hands a lot. You may not like everything, but you know, they might go in a direction, and they've decided on what direction they're going in, and it might turn out really well. So I can certainly appreciate them for that. So we got a wave, which I think this is kind of cool. Teaching you about emotes. That's fine. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, I definitely I do appreciate them for that. So this is like one of my favorite scenes right here. This little like the glowy thing and like walking to it. I think it's funny that like I have a shield that's like really tiny for my ogre body. Makes me wonder if they're ever going to put ogres in the game. That'd be kind of cool. I definitely think we're going to get Kyrians at some point in time. They seem perfectly designed for that purpose. But I kind of wonder what other races we'll get. Maybe the vampire people. They're kind of elfish though. I could totally see them joining the horde. People in the horde might like the torturing of a certain ex-horde character. Spoilers. So maybe the vampire people will join the horde. But then can they leave the Shadowlands? Can they leave there? I mean, because like they're all those races are bound to the Shadowlands, aren't they? So I don't even know if they can technically leave where they are. So maybe they can't become allied races. I don't know. Maybe they'll find a way to break the rules. Maybe that's what the expansion is all about. We're going to free those people. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so take out these ogres now. Like I said, though, I think it would be kind of cool to see ogres in the game. This place reminds me a lot of like Draenor. Like it feels like this. Maybe it's because they're ogres. That's probably what it is. The architecture and stuff just very ogre-y. Well, I get a pretty big Draenor vibe, but I like it because it's green, and I like green mountainy levels. Kind of like what's another example? Like kind of like Tierguard Sound from BFA. Kind of like that, I guess. Honestly, you know, as much as I say I don't want to level up in BFA, BFA had a pretty good leveling experience. I think the zones are pretty good. The stories are pretty good. Dressfar is pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. I don't know. I could level up there. We won't though because we've already voted on it. But probably a future character will level up there. When we level up all these different characters, we'll pick different zones or like a hybrid of different zones. I think from what I've understood, the fastest leveling zone, like the fastest leveling expansion, is Warlords. But I've also seen some people who have speed ran it, like say, you know, actually you want to do a hybrid of different zones. That's usually the more efficient way. So I don't know. We also had to kill ogres here, and I haven't seen any yet because like people have been picking them off. There's one. So we'll probably do, because there's a couple of zones that people want me to go to, so we'll probably have to do a little bit of a hybrid. But if we don't get them all on this character, we'll at the very least we'll get them on the next character. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to do that, for sure. So we gotta kill eight ogres, and a lot of them are dead. There's one there. Cool. What's up, dude? Come here. I hate that Judgment doesn't give me holy power right now. It drives me crazy. I'm used to Judgment giving me holy power, so it's like, it really confuses me. Boom. Alright. And then here's one. Cool. Starting to see more of them. Dang, he died quick. Also, we have, like, actual gold already, which is kind of weird to have, like, actual, like, I have, like, 3 gold, and I'm not even level 10 yet. It's kind of funny. Kind of weird, but that's alright. Here we go. I know we're going to need, like, I forget, like, I think it's, like, you get epic flying at level 40 in this. It still needs 5,000, so, man, I think the smart thing to do with that is, wherever you're going to buy flying from, gain some rep there, so, like, maybe level up. You definitely want to level up in Old World a little bit so that you can, like, get cheaper flying. That will help a lot, unless you, like, have a lot of money, you don't care. But, like, if you're going to, like, buy flying in Stormwind, for example, you want to level up in some of the human zones, like, Elwyn Forest, you know, Westfall, Red Ridge, Duskwood, you know, those types of zones. So that's something to think about as well. Ooh, we got something. Let's see what we got. Is that an upgrade? No, it's not. That's not an upgrade either. Are those upgrades? Nope. Did we not get an upgrade? I guess we didn't. No, we just got a treasure chest with some XP. That's fine. Okay, so, but yeah, so like, what's really crazy about the leveling experience is that you can actually level up in starting zones at any point from 1 to 50, which is crazy. Like, so you could at level 45 go to Elwyn Forest and level up there. I did that a few times. It's crazy fast, especially if you can fly. Like, that's wild. But what's even crazier is, like, you could go leveling through all the starting zones if you wanted to. You could go to Teldrassil, you could go to Elwyn Forest, you could go to, you know, Dun Moreau, and basically just spend the entire game leveling up in starting areas and, like, early on, which a lot of the starting areas are really fast because they were designed for people who don't have mounts, because they're, you know, at that point in time you don't have a mount, so all the quests are kind of closer together. Sometimes there's more of them. Loch Modan particularly is insanely fast. Duskwood seems to be pretty fast as well. Unfortunately, like, if you level up a lot of characters like I'm going to, you do those a lot, you do those same zones a lot, you're going to get bored after a while. So, but what's crazy is that Old World alone, man, like, there's so much content. Whether it's efficient or not, there's tons of content to experience just in Old World alone. I mean, there's, like, Eastern and Western Kalimdor, and then you've got Cataclysm zones. I mean, I'm curious. It kind of sucks that you can't go to Cataclysm zones till 30. I kind of wish they would lower that a little bit, because it only gives you 20 levels. But, I mean, you could level up in... I mean, how much could you get done if you leveled up in, say, Vashtir, which I know isn't anybody's favorite zone. But I'm just curious, like, because you've got 3 subzones there. I wonder how far that zone alone could get you. We might have to try that. Oh, you know what? Disable runes. Oh, okay, that's here. I was like, did I forget one? We might have to try that sometime. I mean, I know that zone's really buggy, and it kind of creeps me out because I have a little bit of a fear of underwater. Something I developed later on in life, oddly. I don't know why, but I might be able to overcome that, and maybe you guys can just watch me panic for a few episodes. So maybe we'll pick a class like maybe the Druid, which has like an underwater travel form, and we'll level up in Vashtir or something crazy, just to see what it's like. I'm just, like, purely... I know it won't be efficient. The zone's buggy. It might even break on us. I don't even know. But it might be worth giving it a shot. Alright, so now, I do like this a lot. I think this is kind of neat. It's not a full dungeon experience, but it kind of gives you a taste. So... we're going to pick this, and we're going to find a group, and we should find one right away. It's kind of weird, too, because, like, you just everybody's DPS. But it's kind of neat to kind of get this little, you know, dungeon starting experience out. So, All right, so we're just gonna go in and just start this up. It's kind of cool though. Like I said, I think it's neat. And you don't even really have to do anything. It's like LFR. You just kind of like, you're just kind of here. You can help fight. I mean, speed the process up if you did, but you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. So, I don't know, man. I don't think it's, I don't know. Like, honestly, Exile's Reach, as much as, like, I criticize it, but I don't think it's, like, bad. Like, it's going to destroy the game or anything. Like, I don't think it's, like, end of the world or anything like that. It's, like, minor critiques. It's not entirely terrible. It's, like, it's whatever, you know? It's, like, it's just a new starting, it's the direction they're going to go with. We'll see how it goes. But, like, I don't know. Like, I guess, like, you know, like, and that's something else too. Like, it's like if I criticize something and I really think it's really bad for the game, like, I'll be sure to, like, say this is really bad for the game. Like, I don't think Exile's Reach is, like, bad for the game overall. It might not be as memorable, but then again, like, maybe some people will find it that way. So, like, I don't know. It's still fun. I mean, you know, like, it's not terrible at all. I actually think, like, this part, like, finishing up with a little dungeon is kind of cool. So, yeah, I tend to go back and forth, like, on a lot of stuff. But man, I'm excited. I'm excited to level up characters. Like, I don't know why I like leveling up so much. And what's cool is, like, since we're in Shadowlands, I'm curious, like, how long, like, how many episodes this will take, how long it'll take me to get to Shadowlands content. But I'm excited, like, because, like, a lot of times when I level up a new character, when we get to the current content, it'll be, like, old content by then. So I'm actually kind of excited to, like, maybe get there sooner and see what it's actually going to be like. If I had thought about it, like, which, you know, I mean, if I had planned better, I would have started this series a little bit earlier, when the expansion started, or, like, at least when pre-patch started, so we could get this character leveled up sooner. But it's okay. We're just having fun, so it's cool. I mean, we're gonna level up lots of characters, so it's all good. But I'm definitely excited. Like, I love new zones. I'm really excited to check out all the Shadowlands zones for sure. Like, I really am. Like, I'm really into that. So, I got something. Oh, cool! I got a shield. Look at that. Sweet, man. Can I equip this? Yeah. Give me that. Give me that shield. That is awesome. I don't think I've ever gotten, like, a piece. I didn't even know you could get pieces of gear from this. That's crazy. I got a blue. I'm excited. And see, since I don't have heirlooms, that's really that's actually really exciting. So, like, it's so funny, like, just how much that alone can. I mean, like, if you're really trying to level up characters quickly, you want to use heirlooms, right? But, like, it really does. Like, getting gear adds a lot, especially, like, weapons and like, your main armor pieces. Like, you know, because the heirlooms cover a lot of ground. I mean, they cover a lot of ground. You know, like, there are certain pieces you're still going to need to fill in as you level up, but, like, I mean, heirlooms cover your trinkets, one of the rings, like, half your armor, your weapons. It's crazy, and they're really nice. I mean, especially, like, if you're trying to level up fast and you just want convenience. But man, there's a lot of gameplay to be added just from, like, having to find all that stuff as you go. Like, whether you just, like, even if the game gives it to you through quests, it's not like in classic leveling with, like, getting gear is hell. It's crazy. Like, sometimes I have to go to, like, the auction house and get new pieces of gear, just to keep up. And, you know, money is pretty scarce, so, like, that can be a very painful experience sometimes. But, like, just, like, but still, like, even, like, just getting gear as you quest, like, even if the game just hands it to you over and over again, through questing, it's still awesome to get that. And, like, you'll find a quest like, oh, cool, I get a big upgrade, that's awesome, you know, like, stuff like that. So I'm excited. I mean, it's really cool to do that. Like, it definitely feels nice to get an upgrade, you know, like, that adds a lot of gameplay, a lot of RPG. Even if it's not, like, super deep or anything, it's still cool. I mean, it still adds a lot to the experience. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome for sure. Can we throw this down? There we go. Alright, this thing's cool. This big, like, dragon, like, undead dragon thing is pretty sweet. I was actually kind of surprised that this experience, I guess maybe because they want it to, like, they don't want it to, like, age. They wanted this to mean something. I don't think, at least I don't think it is. I could be wrong. This doesn't seem to be super tied to Shadowlands content specifically. Oh, I got another. Look at this. I got a trinket. Holy crap. This doesn't seem to. Oh, I actually had 2 trinkets. It doesn't seem to be super tied to Shadowlands content particularly. So that, I mean, I was actually kind of surprised by that. So that's kind of cool, I guess. So that way, like, after Shadowlands is still matters, you know, like it's still like relevant-ish, like to what it is. It kind of like, hey, you're fighting ogres and they're crazy. They want to resurrect dragons or something. I don't know. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Oh, we're level 10 now, so we can kind of pick our spec. You know what? We're gonna wait though. We're just gonna stick with what we have for now. We'll do that later. I think I might go ret though. Oh, we got a helmet too. Sweet. Ride the alliance thing. Yeah, we'll do that here in a second. First things first, equipping the helmet. Look at me. I'm all decked out now in gear. Look, I look awesome. You know, anybody know this? Before I leave, it's too late now, but I never find the boots. Do they have boots for this set? Because I never find them, and I don't have them right now. They're like I have these ones, but like if you look here, like this is the expeditionary set, which I think every class has one like this, but I can never find the boots. I should probably look that up. It's too late now, because we're done here, but I never find the boots. It drives me crazy. Either way, I can always like start a new character and come get them if I need to, just to unlock the transmog. But yeah, anybody has an answer to that, I'd love to know. Okay, we're gonna get the heck out of here now. So there you go. Exile's Reach. I like it. You know, I mean, it's whatever. Do I think it's as good as the old way? I don't know. There's certain things that are lost compared to the old experience. But is Exile's Reach bad? Absolutely not. I think it's kind of cool. Honestly, it's, you know, you get a cool set at the end of it. You know, teaches people about the game. And it's not too bad. It's pretty, you can breeze right through it in no time. You get this cool dungeon experience at the end. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was a little bit too hard on it at first. You know, I have criticisms for it, but overall, I don't think Exile's Reach is bad for the game. I don't think it's bad. It's well designed. Kind of fun, cool characters, you know, that kind of stuff. So there you guys go. Exile's Reach. We're going to continue our leveling experience. We'll reveal what zones we're going to go to on the next one. I'm really excited. And again, you guys let me know what spec you'd like to see me level up with in the comments below. If you want me to level up with a different spec than what I'm going to choose, I'm probably going to go ret. But if you guys really want me to level up as Prot, I totally will. So let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button, and feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook, and if you'd like, you can support my work on Patreon. Links to all that stuff can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.